So it's either you be a leader or be a laggard. So as Ilak Diaz puts it in his speech, so you could be as a Filipino citizen, a leader or a laggard. So change is the biggest challenge right now.
Continue to improve yourself.
Continuously improve yourself. And how does one person improve himself or herself, especially our corporate practitioners?
We need to constantly improve ourselves through development, maybe through training, maybe through one-on-one coaching, or maybe in any other forms that you could probably be able to develop yourself. Because we need to transform ourselves to the emerging issues, to the emerging times, and we need to update and keep abreast with the things that are happening around us. So that's how we need to survive.
So if you're going to compare Makati or the business industry in the Philippines 10 years ago, how different are we right now?
Miss Po, ikaw ang makakasama. I wasn't really
So 10 years ago you were a student?
Yes,
Okay.
I was still a student.
And then how was it like?
Well, as a student, I wasn't really aware of what was going on in the corporate world. But of course, I had my own challenges that time already because I was already preparing myself para sa pagpasok ko sa business world. So that time I was already thinking of how employers would see me if ever I applied. So I have to make sure that my grades are okay, the performance I have so that I can present it. Pero hindi pala siya ganun lang. Hindi pala book knowledge.
That's right.
Because you also have to be streetwise.
Streetwise.
Yes.
And the biggest challenge would be how to get your foot in the door.
True.
So how do you pass the interview, right? And 10 years after, so how do you assess the Philippine market?
10 years after, now I'd like to say I learned more nung nandito ako sa labas kaysa nung nasa school ako. Mas marami ka palang matututunan. Because not just from reading those books, from learning from your professors, you learn once you're experiencing everything. You learn from the mistakes you make. You learn from the colleagues, the people you deal with every day. You learn from them. You learn from your bosses. You learn from the mentors you connect with.
And you emerge as a better person in the
Yes.
process.
Yes.
What about you, Ms. Flor? 10 years ago, you were in what industry?
Oh, I spent my time in the government for 30 years. And
Wow.
and so what works during my time was really getting to know exactly what your functions are.
Okay.
But today,
It's all about the core competence.
the core competence. But today, apart from what you know, it's actually the method or the how. Or how are you going to do your method? Because the focus is really about results, not necessarily on the task in itself.
That's right.
So that the ball game is quite different from what works yesterday. For now, it has to be in tandem with that of the method.
In terms of being assertive and aggressive, how aggressive has the market become compared to 10 years ago?
It was quite slow 10 years ago, but now...
Everything was slow 10 years ago. There's the snail mail,
That's
right,
true.
the easy
You know,
call,
the easy call.
and yes, the landline, now everything's wireless.
That's correct.
Everything's
Everything is
digital.
mobile.
Mobile, that's right.
So now it's real time. Before it used to be 2 weeks.
I remember when I was when I was studying, writing my mom in the province, it will take more than a week to reach the letter, unless there's a special express or a bus that will go directly to the province. So it's like you're gonna wait for a week for the letter to be read, and then another week for the letter to be answered.
Yes.
But now it's so fast.
In an
Twitter, the
instant.
Facebook.
We used to have telegrams.
Yes, RCPS telegram.
RCP.
Yes.
And now it's
You have to abbreviate everything. Before the judgment happens, you have to abbreviate everything during the RCPI times. Anyway, yes. So what are the solutions available today so that an ordinary one in Maria will be ensured of a bigger chance of becoming a success in the near future?
Like what we were saying a while ago, you have to really continuously improve yourself. You cannot stay the same. Like what you were yesterday, you should be different not today.
Okay. So what competencies should they be possessing by now? And how do they improve?
So the competencies that maybe has to be improved has something to do with the knowledge, the attitude, the skills, and maybe if it is a habit, that's how we need to know exactly what we want, and then know exactly what kind of function or competencies that are required in the current trend today, in the current emerging.
That's right. When we talk about training, we visualize a training room, a blackboard or whiteboard for that matter, and then people who are sitting still and passively listening to the speaker. How different is training right now compared to many years ago?
Well, it's amazing that this one-on-one classroom type is still popular, and I believe I think it's better than that of going online because you get to ask questions from that the subject matter expert. In fact, I conducted a workshop with that of Procter and Gamble, and one of the participants was actually somebody who have taken the Six Sigma online.
Okay.
But she still has to undergo that kind of training
Face to face with the
face-to-face
professor.
with that of somebody who as a practitioner who is a trainer to this.
Okay, so you do Six Sigma.
I do Six Sigma, I do project management.
I like to sit in.
Really? I'd like to invite you maybe
One
in the
of these
future.
days,
One of
yes.
the,
Yes. I'd like to master that as well.
Mhm.
Are you a black belter? Because there are
I'm a
people-
master black belter.
Wow!
I'm a PMP.
I can only imagine how much you're receiving for every training that you're conducting.
Not really.
That you'd have to talk.
Okay, so right now our audience are diverse. They could be from the provinces or in Metro Manila. They could be students, working students. Some are unemployed, some are underemployed. So what particular tip that you're going to give them, something that will not cost them so much, in order for them to improve, say, attitude, skills, and knowledge? What are the available tools right now for them to avail it for free?
Well, everywhere, there are schools now available for, you don't really have to pay big tuition so that you could go back to school. They can try going back to school. They can attend training programs, public seminars like what we offer,
Okay.
which is
And later we'll be
Yes.
telling them all the details.
yes, and also just reading books, going online. If they want to find out about something, a certain topic, Google it.
Speaking of reading books, there was a time when browsing through books were not allowed. Yeah,
Really?
there was a time that it wasn't allowed, 1990s, but I'd find my own secret nook, and for an hour I'd be reading a book which I couldn't afford
In bookstores.
in bookstores,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'd be wiser after an hour.
See,
I'd be
you
more
learn something
informed.
new.
But now you can freely browse, right?
Yes.
And open
Yeah.
the books and
Most of
read.
them will just get books, sit on the floor, and read the whole afternoon off.
Although you shouldn't be doing that all the time. Okay, so what other topics or what other means for them to avail of those really affordable ways of improving themselves?
One thing that they won't really have to bring out a single pencil. Look for a mentor.
Look for a mentor.
Look for a mentor. Just talk to that person all the time, as long as you're not disturbing that person, of course, from doing important stuff. Just learn everything from that person. Ask questions. Keep on asking questions. Walang bayad magtanong.
That's right.
Walang bayad. And at the same time, you're learning, para kang meron kang nakuhang personal coach.
That's right.
Like yesterday, my daughter attended a seminar. It's $200. Very
Very affordable.
very affordable in Mega Mall. And
And the topic was
the
about...
topic was about IT because she's into IT.
Okay.
So this yes, $200, and it's very cheap. And you can get some nuggets of information from those who are considered to be experts.
And how long was the seminar?
It's about half a day. From
See,
one
Half a day
Wow.
for 200 pesos.
for 200
Yes.
pesos. And there were so many people who attended. According to her, it was full. They were
Full house.
SRO, standing room only.
Wow.
So she stood up for about 4 or 5 hours just to be able to gain that kind of knowledge.
That's right.
See, coming from the experiences of
And there is really this undeniable thirst among our young students. Thirst for knowledge and learning.
That's what you really have to have. If you really want to improve yourself, you have to be thirsty for it. Thirsty for knowledge.
That's right. And I know a school, it's Informatics Law Group, owned by my previous employer, So Informatics, instead of offering a course, a short course on IT for 4,000 pesos, instead of offering that for 4,000 pesos, they are offering it for 900 pesos.
4,000 was really low already, but
Right.
to offer it, practically giving it for free.
That's right. All because it's what we call a corporate social responsibility. And if they are corporate partners of the school. So I'd like to say hi to Mr. Daniel also. And kudos for you. Kudos and thank you so much for doing that. Yes. Okay, so what is the significance of continuous training and development? For example, the employee, the employer, and the customers. How do the customers benefit when the employee is informed and trained and excelling in his service?
For example, if I am a customer, if I'm a client of a certain company and I know they continuously train their people, then I know that I would benefit from it because these people would be abreast with what's new. So whatever it is that I need, like I see something from a different company and they have something new and I ask about that as a company that I patronize. And of course, if they're well trained, they would of course be informed about that also.
Right.
So that's something na alam ko na hindi ko nahahanapin sa ibang company because meron na kayo. Because you're always updated, you always have something new to offer.
So when the customer is delighted,
Then I say,
the better chances of that customer to be loyal to the company.
yes.
To the products that you get.
So everything will be down to us as customers. So everybody are customers.
That's right. I agree to that. We have internal customers, our employees.
You have external.
External customers or the consumers.
Yes.
So if we are all satisfied according to so many research, we will have at least more than 100 years for the company to still exist. So in many
100
years,
years.
customer satisfaction is the number one element right now in ISO. And so we have to drive for that because we need to, because it will redound finally to profit.
Yes, and every employer is really looking at that.
So a happy customer means a healthy company,
Yes.
profitable corporation, and happy employees.
Happy
This is a product of learning and growth.
So
This is the product.
it's not about chicken and egg. I mean, who's going to be happy first, the employer or the employees? Sometimes they say the employer has to make us happy. That's what they say. And then the employees would say, well, the employers would say, employees should be doing first their job, so they would be giving them increase. So who should initiate change?
That's what I was saying a while ago, that employees need to know how,
They should
the method.
They may have the desire,
Yes,
but if they don't know how to do it,
that's true. So it's not enough of what you know, but how to do it. So this is being done through the training, through many methods of development.
that's right. So that's what we call the difference between skill and will. Some people have the will,
They don't
but
have
not
this
have the skill. And some people have the skill, but not have the motivation.
to do it, to work
So the
hard.
training of Arriva provides not only motivational speech or motivational training, but skills training as well.
Yes.
Such as the Six Sigma and ISO.
Yes.
Wow. So, what about the customers? How loyal are they right now? How fickle or loyal are they right now compared to many years ago?
Many years ago, customers are really not that well focused on in terms of loyalty.
Okay.
But then
More fickle-minded before.
now more fickle-minded.
The customers right now, they're more outspoken, right?
Yes, they are aggressive. They can complain.
And they use the social network.
True. They could blog, they could Twitter, they could put it on their Facebook status, and every one of their friends, hundreds of people would already know in a matter of seconds.
That's correct. So before, by culture, we are very silent, but now because of this
The new trend.
new trend,
trends in
the
social
effort
media.
in the social
We
media.
become more outspoken
Mm-hmm.
and real and true to ourselves.
So now, the idea, the word of mouth marketing is really, really, really happening right now.
But the moment that you satisfy they will become loyal to.
And they'll tell the world about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back. Imagine, we're done. The first half.
Okay.
So I was telling you a while ago that it's gonna fly so fast. And you know, for people who have questions right now, 0932-506-2245. Tell us your name and your location. We'll be right back for the second part of Trade for Success.